Meet the mischievous boy who became a household name in 1959, Dennis the Menace. This classic TV series, known for its simplicity and humor, captured the hearts of viewers across generations. What makes it a lasting symbol of the industry? Well, you're about to find out. As you dive into the episodes, get ready for a roller coaster of emotions. There are funny moments that will leave you in stitches, shocking twists that keep you on the edge of your seat, and even some touching scenes that might tug at your heartstrings. The 1959 Dennis the Menace series isn't just about laughs. It's a journey through a spectrum of human experiences. Ever wondered what makes this TV series stand the test of time? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's unravel the magic together. Or perhaps you have a personal story of how he and his antics impacted your life. We're all ears. Now, as you go on this nostalgic adventure, keep in mind that there are more surprises waiting for you. What's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this classic show? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. So, grab your popcorn and settle in. The world of Dennis the Menace is filled with timeless moments that connect with audiences even today. Stay tuned for the fun, the shocks, and the heartwarming tales. Dennis the Menace, initially a charming television series, transitioned awkwardly as Jay North, who portrayed Dennis, matured, resulting in a diminishing appeal of his character's antics. The untimely death of Joseph Kearns, who played Mr. Wilson, further contributed to the show's decline. The replacement choice, Gale Gordon, failed to capture the essence left by Kearns. Despite its initial sweetness, the show left some viewers unimpressed. Jay North's portrayal of Dennis aimed to be irksome, intended to elicit amusement, but his shrill delivery often proved grating. Observing the character's consistent troublemaking, viewers questioned how he escaped disciplinary actions, considering most of his misdeeds were unintentional. While recognizing that Dennis's problems were not intentional, the lack of parental intervention seemed unrealistic. In particular, the show's attempt to depict Jay North's character as endearing to the audience fell short. The viewer couldn't help but wonder how a child with such behavior managed to escape consequences. Even if the chaos was unintentional, it seemed inconceivable that his parents didn't address the need for moderation. In essence, Dennis the Menace underwent a shift in tone and quality, losing some of its charm as it progressed. The change in key characters and the evolving portrayal of Dennis left a noticeable impact on the show's appeal. Jay North, the actor behind the mischievous character in the 1959 TV series, took an unexpected turn in his career. In recent years, he shifted gears to serve as a correctional officer and administrator, specifically focusing on troubled youths within Florida's juvenile justice system. Despite the apparent generational gap between their characters, Joseph Kearns and Herbert Anderson, who portrayed George Wilson and Henry Mitchell, were surprisingly only 10 years apart in age when the series kicked off. Kearns, at 52, embodied the grumpy neighbor, while Anderson, aged 42, played the role of Dennis's father. The unforeseen demise of Joseph Kearns during the third season led to a creative solution in the storyline. To explain Kearns' absence, the narrative unfolded with George Wilson embarking on a trip to Ohio. In his absence, his brother John stepped in to take care of the house and visit his sister-in-law, Martha Wilson. These behind-the-scenes facts shed light on the unexpected career trajectory of Jay North and the coincidental age proximity between Joseph Kearns and Herbert Anderson. The narrative adjustments made after Kearns' passing also showcased the show's ability to adapt to unforeseen challenges in a pragmatic manner. In the 1959 TV show Dennis the Menace, there's a not-so-well-known side to Jay North's life. He played Dennis Mitchell and went through a tough time with his guardians, Hal Hopper and Marie Elizabeth Cotton. These people abused him emotionally and physically, showing a darker side behind the scenes. If you pay attention to the opening credits, you'll see something interesting. Animated Dennis Mitchell quickly changes hats from a fedora to a beanie cap and then to a fireman's hat. It's a playful touch to the show's beginning. Dennis Mitchell's character is based on a real person, Dennis Ketchum, who is the son of Hank Ketchum, the comic strip creator. But the real Dennis had a sad life. He lost his mom when he was young and had a tough relationship with his famous dad. As the TV series went on, Jay North, who played Dennis, faced challenges. He grew up, and when Joseph Kearns, who played Mr. Wilson, died, the show had a hard time keeping its charm. Gale Gordon replaced Kearns, but struggled to capture the same feeling, and the sweetness of the series declined. Beyond acting, Jay North became a correctional officer in Florida, working with troubled youth. The surprising thing is that Joseph Kearns and Herbert Anderson, who played George Wilson and Henry Mitchell, were close in age, adding an unexpected layer to behind-the-scenes dynamics. Unexpected challenges like Kearns' death made the show change its story to adapt. They explained George Wilson's absence by introducing his brother John taking care of the house. This shows how the creators dealt with problems in a practical way. Amid all the fun and laughter, there are untold stories and complexities behind the scenes that give us a different view of Dennis the Menace's lasting impact. The Dennis the Menace TV series from 1959, running for 4 seasons with a total of 146 episodes, left a lasting impression on viewers. The first season, with 32 episodes, aired on Mondays, while the next 3 seasons, each having 38 episodes, moved to Sundays, making a total of 146 episodes. Jay North, who played the mischievous main character, shared in an True Hollywood Story interview the difficulties he faced after the first season. Unhappy with the pressures of being a child star, he went through a tough time dealing with his aunt's strict behavior, including physical punishment. Overcoming these challenges later in life, North acknowledged the positive influence the show had on fans while finding new paths for himself. Joseph Kearns, the actor playing the neighbor Mr. George Wilson, surprisingly had a close age to Jay North's biological father, being only 10 years older. This unexpected detail adds an interesting layer to the dynamics between characters in the series. As the show went on, unexpected challenges arose. Joseph Kearns' untimely death during the 3rd season led to a creative solution in the storyline. Kearns' absence was explained by sending George Wilson on a trip to Ohio, introducing his brother John to take care of the house. This practical approach highlighted the show's adaptability in the face of unexpected obstacles. After his time as Dennis Mitchell, Jay North took an unexpected turn in his career, becoming a correctional officer and administrator, focusing on troubled youths within Florida's juvenile justice system. The contrast between North's real-life path and his on-screen character adds depth to the story. Revealing a lesser-known side, the opening credits of the show feature an animated Dennis Mitchell playfully changing hats, symbolizing the challenges faced by the real-life inspiration, Dennis Ketchum, son of the comic strip creator Hank Ketchum. Beyond the on-screen antics, Jay North's journey and the complexities behind the scenes provide a different perspective on the lasting influence of Dennis the Menace. The young actor who brought Dennis the Menace to life on the 1959 TV series faced an interesting age gap with the character he portrayed. Despite Dennis being a mere 5-year-old in the comic strips, Jay North, the actor, began the series at the age of 8 and concluded it at almost 12. This age difference subtly added layers to his portrayal. Interestingly, before Soundstage 7 at Columbia Studios became the backdrop for Dennis the Menace's indoor scenes, it had a previous life as the home stage for the Three Stooges. The transition from slapstick comedy to the antics of a young troublemaker adds a unique touch to the show's behind-the-scenes history. The commitment to authenticity sometimes led to interesting challenges for Jay North. Although his natural hair color was brown, the blonde hair of Dennis in the comics required periodic bleaching. This detail, while subtle, highlights the dedication to maintaining the character's visual consistency. In a less-known aspect, the opening credits of the show reveal a playful touch. Animated Dennis switches hats from a fedora to a beanie cap and then to a fireman's hat. This whimsical detail subtly symbolizes the real-life struggles of Dennis Ketchum, the son of the comic strip creator Hank Ketchum, whose life had its share of challenges. As the series progressed, unexpected shifts occurred. The untimely death of Joseph Kearns, who portrayed Mr. Wilson, led to creative adjustments in the storyline. Kearns' absence was tactfully explained, introducing George Wilson's brother to maintain continuity. This narrative flexibility showcased the pragmatic approach taken to navigate unforeseen challenges. Beyond the on-screen narrative, Jay North's journey after portraying Dennis took an unexpected turn. Transitioning into a role as a correctional officer and administrator in Florida's juvenile justice system, he embraced a path quite different from his on-screen persona. This real-life contrast adds depth to the broader story of the TV show. In its entirety, the 1959 TV series, with its unique quirks, unexpected challenges, and real-life complexities, stands as a portrayal of characters, challenges, and the broader story of a classic series.